Hello brothers and sisters, welcome to another episode here on Dangerous African Confessions HD. Today we have the continuation of the story from our sister Mercy, where she with us this captivating story, a story of the kind of life she and her father has been living, which as a result, causing problems in her life. The father does not want her to be with any other guy, talk less of marrying him. As usual, as part of our policy, I won't mention real name, so I've edited the names, locations to hide the identity. Without wasting much of your time, let's go and listen to the story.
My mother never believed anything I told her. She said, the devil was using me to tarnish the image of my father and spoil the very good work he is doing for the Lord. She warned me never to bring this issue up again ever in my life. This was someone I wanted to confide in and tell her my problems. What my father has been taking me through. She never even gave me a dog chance that it could be true. So, I kept it to myself till it happened that he asked me to leave his house. So, when I was in the nursing school, any guy that would propose to me, I didn't feel anything for him. And when I even accept your proposal, I will never enjoy sex with you. This ruined all my relationships. And even when he finds out that I am seeing someone, he will be warning me that he will stop taking care of me if I don't stop whatever it is that is between me and the person. When you ask why he is angry with me, all he will tell you is that I've insulted him on phone. Something I've never done before. This has been my life all this while, till I completed school and met this guy that I wanted to settle down with. You won't believe what my father did to this guy. And also, the problem that I am facing right now. When I met this guy, he was dealing in wood products. He had people that go to the forest and bring the wood to be processed into whatever they wanted. He was not extremely rich. But to tell you the truth, he was not lacking either. When my father finds out about the guy, he said he was no more going to take care of my rent and other things that he was doing as a father. My uncle talked to him on the matter and he said he would like to see the person I wanted to settle down with before he can let go. So, I told my guy and he agreed to meet my father. After the meeting with my father, my guy started asking me what exactly it is that is between me and my father. I couldn't tell him. All I said was, it was a father and daughter relation. But he insisted there was more to it than I am saying. At this point, I wanted to be free from all these things that was going on between my father and I, so I sat my guy down one day and told him everything. He asked me to inform my mother about it. And I told him I have done that already, but my mother never believed in my story. Even though I decided to tell my guy, I feared he might leave me after getting to know. But he stood by me. And in about a year into our relationship, I got pregnant. I told him I can't go and inform my parents about it. But he insisted I tell them. Because it was not right for me to be pregnant and none of my family members know about it. So, I told my mother about it. My father, this time had traveled outside the country for a program. I went together with my guy. What shocked me was that my mother was able to tell me to go and abort the pregnancy. Because she doesn't want any more problems with my father. Her reason was that my father has not given his blessing to our relationship, and if he is to hear that I am pregnant, there will be a serious problem. So, my guy asked her if she was talking as a pastor's wife or an ordinary person's wife. She didn't answer. So, he went on to tell my mother, in their family, they don't abort pregnancy. So, it cannot be a part of it. And after 9 months, he will come and ask for his child. He said that and angrily he left the house. Please kindly subscribe, share and like our videos. Kindly hit the notification bell so you will be the first to get notification to our videos when we upload. Thank you and let's get back to the story.
Please kindly subscribe, share and like our videos. Kindly hit the notification bell so you will be the first to get notification to our videos when we upload. Thank you and let's get back to the story.
He went on to tell my mother, in their family, they don't abort pregnancy. So, it cannot be a part of it. And after 9 months, he will come and ask for his child. He said that and angrily he left the house. I also rushed out of the house after expressing my disappointment in my mother. My guy told me to find someone that I trust and tell the person everything. And this person was Daddy Kelvin, my father's close friend. He was like a father to us. So, I went to him and told him about everything that has been going on between my father and I. He was shocked to hear it. But then he said he don't believe that my father is capable of such act. I understood him, because the man I am talking about, to the outside people, he is an epitome of a good servant of the Most High. They revered him so much. So, when I explained his reaction to my guy, he said even my mother doesn't believe me. So, he understands the man. I needed evidence to back my claims. I had vowed to my guy that I will never get myself involved in it again. Because, at this point, he was supporting me and taking care of my needs. But he told me to call my father and ask for his forgiveness and start all over again with him. He told me to trust him. But I was worried he wanted a way to leave me. But he insisted he will never do anything to hurt me. So, I called my father. Like I said, he was outside the country. I did just as my guy planned. And convinced my father that I was ready and he should forgive me of any wrongs that I've done him. He was happy to hear that and told me that he misses me. Which I also said I miss him. Anytime I would call him, I made sure my guy was present so that he wouldn't one day wake up and change his mind about me. I and empty father started making love on phone. Sometimes it is through normal phone call and sometimes too, is a video call. I made sure I recorded everything that happened between us. So, when I felt I had enough evidence to back my claims, I went back to his friend, Daddy Kelvin, and showed him everything. In fact, he cried and promised to make sure I am free from him. Daddy Kelvin called me in a meeting at my father's house. My mother was present. He started the meeting by telling my mother about what I told him without showing my mother the evidence. She was angry and was asking why I wanted to disgrace my father. She said that I am doing all that so I can have my chance to go and marry my guy. This is something that is never true. After back and forth with the meeting, Daddy Kelvin now showed her the video and audios, where I was naked and my father too was naked and he was jerking to my naked body. There were others where he was talking dirty, expressing how my private part was the best he's seen all his life. After everything, my mother couldn't say anything. She went straight into the bedroom crying. Daddy Kelvin told me to go home. He will handle the issue. All this while, there was an issue that I was dealing with. This very issue, I have never told anyone. Not even my guy. The issue is that if I want to ease myself and I don't hurry, I might do it on myself. It is a problem I am battling. It never occurred to me that my father could be responsible for that problem. Until when I decided to record him. In one of our conversations, he said that I was just about a year old when started having that feeling for me. And it has been like that till now. He told me that he will always be kissing me and touching my body. At that age. It was this that made me realize he might have maybe inserted his hand or something inside of me at that time. Daddy Kelvin called me and said he wanted to report the case to the police, so that they will arrest him when he returns. But then he wanted to let my family aware before he takes any action. My father is still not yet back in the country. I've started treatment again. Even though I was buying medicine to curb my problem. But it was not completely done. One thing is that I thank the Lord for meeting my guy. He stood by me throughout my problems. Even when his business came down and he was told I was responsible for it. He told me I was taken advantage of. So, he will see to the bottom of the problem. It even got to a time where he was taking money from his friends. This guy has suffered because of me. But then, I thank God that some spiritual directions and cleansing has been done for him and myself. and his business is gradually picking up.
I will leave you here. Like I always say, these are not just stories for story's sake. They are meant for us not to make these mistakes our brothers and sisters are making. That's why we share these stories with you. Before I say anything, if you're a believer of the Holy Bible and you're here, kindly read Leviticus chapter 18 verse 6 going. And it will explain how strong this act is an abomination in the sight of the Lord. As a people of African descent, there is nothing that should make you have feelings towards your own blood. As it is commanded in the Holy Scriptures in Leviticus 18 verse 6 going. Sometime, you wonder the kind of pastors we have in our societies today. The kind of things you hear them do is beyond the human thinking. People of today, we always see things to be normal in our sight and forget if the Lord God that created us is pleased with our actions. Let us learn to walk and act in the way of the Lord. As I always say, we are not here to race with ourselves. Therefore, do the little you can and ask your Creator to bless your handwork. Please let's be mindful of the choices that we make. Thanks for being a part of this growing family. Kindly share your thought with us in the comment section below. And if you are new here, please subscribe, like and share. Stay blessed and be safe.